What's up, everybody? Jim Cavale here, founder of Influencer, and I'm joined by one of our clients, a guy that I've gotten to know really well, and that's Ted Feeley, the Associate Athletic Director for Communications here at the University of Alabama, Birmingham, UAB. And that's where the return's taking place, right, Ted?
It is, right in front of our eyes.
Right in front of our eyes. We're on the brand new practice field. It's amazing what a difference a few years makes. This didn't even exist a few years ago, but it's an amazing story. And being in the role you're in, being over communications for not only this athletic department, but for Coach Clark and the UAB football team has to be a huge opportunity for you in your career. And the return, as we see now everywhere on social media, has become the success, bowl eligibility. How important has it been for you to make sure that your media team is shooting the content, video and pictures that can showcase what's going on down here in Birmingham for everyone to see, recruits, fans, people who might not even know where UAB football is?
When I first took this job, like I said, I thought, you know, it'd be cool to work with the return. When I got down here, I had no idea what scope this was doing in the magnitude of college football. Honestly, it's been bigger than I have ever anticipated, and I realized from right when I got here that any content and all content that I'm putting out there was being consumed by local media, national media, and so it's just blown up into one of the biggest stories in college football. So just being able to capture all that content and make sure that it's, you know, being pushed out locally, being pushed out nationally, people know about UAB football. This is the most attention we've ever had, and we need to strike while the iron's hot.
So you're growing your followings tremendously as far as team accounts go, but then you have this other audience that exists, and these are unique followers of all your current student athletes playing football, or even of your alumni like a Joe Webb or a Roddy White, and maybe even some of your recruits. They all are, I like to say, affiliate channels of the national network that is UAB football. They're local affiliates. So what's your philosophy on dispersing content, not just through your team accounts, but through Coach Clark's account, through some of the player accounts, the former players, the recruits?
Well, I do have to give Coach Clark credit. He does a very good job of managing his own account, and you know, you see some schools that, you know, coaches may not tweet, but Coach really likes to take credit for, or not credit, he likes to, you know, do his own Twitter account. But it is so important to engage not only your coaching staff, your student athletes, but people who, you know, are just associated with UAB. So, for example, the mayor of Tuscaloosa, Walt Maddox, UAB grad, just one of the biggest supporters of UAB. Just knowing who is engaged in UAB football and trying to reach them and send them content, and that's why, you know, recruits and using, you know, resources such as Influencer that you guys provide, and being able to, you know, I come off the players come off the field and they're saying, hey, I got pictures, where I got pictures. And I remember one time, we after a loss, they said, well, "You got pictures for us?" I said, "No, you don't get pictures for a loss." And he said, he said, "Well, how am I supposed to document my story?" And I thought to myself, I was like, you know what? You're right. You're trying to document your story here. I'm documenting the UAB football story here. It goes hand in hand. So it's just being able to push out content and just know exactly, you know, week by week, year by year, just what's happening at UAB football.
Well, I had so much fun when we launched our partnership between Influencer and UAB football, getting to speak to the team and talk to them about, you have to document your story, you have to tell your story, the ups and the downs, and that this could be a solution. At that point, there wasn't a cloud-based place where you were storing all your content, let alone being able to automate distribution to these individuals, players, alumni, recruits. How important has that been, and how much time has that saved you?
Yeah, it's huge, and you know, you said it right too. You know, it's, you hear about all the time, not what to do on social media, but what to do on social media, and I think that helps with it, and being able to capture all that data so I know exactly what people are doing on social media, and also, you know, who is engaging with us and how they're engaging with us, and being able to, you know, have endless storage when players can just go in and download right away. I mean, it does save time, and it goes back to them wanting to document their story, and you know, Joe Webb being excited for us, and Roddy White being excited for us. You know, Roddy White and his team are the only team to ever play in a bowl game and at UAB, and we're on the verge of doing that this season. You know, we just got bowl eligible. We have national media outlets, you know, hitting me up all the time right now, which is great, and you know, people are talking about us on social media, so that's how the word is getting out there. We say athletics is a front porch to a university, but in my opinion, social media is the front porch to athletics.
I love it. I love it. You know, I've gotten a chance to know some of the guys who helped revive this football program, local entrepreneurs here in Birmingham who helped raise the money to get this to happen, which is so amazing. And I think the vision was that athletics could be the front porch, and maybe football is the front porch for athletics, and social media, we like to think, as you just said, is the front porch for that. But what's been interesting is a lot of guys in your seat think traditionally, right? So the old school SID would put a press release up and try to get maybe some local, maybe regional or national press to take the story and print it, or maybe if it was online, and then that's evolved, and now the social media content you're putting out on your team channel and the player channels is becoming the way you're getting national press. This past weekend, when you became bowl eligible, we saw content pieces that have run through our engine not only get showcased by you and your team account, we saw Sports Illustrated and national publications retweeting it, pushing it out. How rewarding is that for you to see?
It's great. I mean, when you see a tweet come from Sports Illustrated or ESPN that they're doing on their own, that means that you're getting the message out there and they're taking notice of it. And obviously it helps your account and everything like that. But social media has revolutionized our profession. It's revolutionized our game. And we still have a long ways to go here at UAB, and but it's just thinking about it. It's always keeping it in your mind of what can we do next. The dancing video, our strength coach scaring people in the lobby, on Halloween, just things that keep UAB relevant, and hopefully, recruits want to see that, and they then want to come here, and then we're top 25, and it just keeps it's just a whole snowball effect, and it's just fun to be a part of.
I love it. Last question. Hashtag the return. Lowercase THE, capital R, lowercase
That's the biggest part right there.
ETURN.
Lowercase T.
Very, very important. Put it on the screen.
Hashtag little t.
That's right. So who came up with it, and how have you been able to sell it to the degree where I feel like it's getting used so much?
So I've been here for a year and a half now, and the hashtag the return was here before I got here. Tyler Cook, the director of ops, and a couple other people sat in a room, and they just thought and thought and thought, and all of a sudden someone said the return, and they're like, there it is. And that's kind of how it happens. Sometimes you overthink things, and all of a sudden someone says one thing and boom, it works. But we used that for 2 years, and I like I said, I inherited it, and it's been incredible. And the debate rages on about when is the returned, how long can you use it, but it's got equity, it's got credibility, and this is the return season, this is the return of UAB football. So that's just how it evolved, and I will say it became very catchy and trendy.
It doesn't hurt when you have a former quarterback like Sam Hunt with hundreds of thousands of followers, and you guys have done such a great job engaging this community, the alumni community, and now the national college football community. And hope you finish the season strong, but also appreciate our partnership and all you're doing to innovate and be ahead of the curve with social media and the UAB Football Sports Network.
And I appreciate you and everything like that. And Coach will say, this is just the tip of the iceberg for UAB football. We didn't come back just to do this for one season. We came back to be here for a long time and make ourselves a national team. And social media is a big part of that, and we're just going to continue to evolve as social media, as a team, as a program, as a city, and the sky is the limit.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man.